Imagine a film that dares to poke fun at the mightiest military in the world while sneaking in some serious soul-searching. Hailey Gates' debut feature, Atropia, is exactly that, and it's already stirring up waves at festivals. But here's where it gets intriguing. This isn't just any comedy. It's a sharp critique wrapped in humor that's winning awards and sparking debates. Stick around as we dive into how Gates crafted this bold satire on the US military, the media, and Hollywood itself, all while making audiences laugh and then rethink their chuckles. Fresh off an unexpected triumph at the Sundance Film Festival in 2025, Hailey Gates' movie Atropia has now secured a spot in the competition lineup at the Tokyo International Film Festival. The story satirizes the military, the press, and the film industry, blending surreal elements with slapstick moments to depict a training base where soldiers prep for missions in distant lands with unfamiliar customs and cultures. It's a wild ride that challenges viewers to see the absurdities in global power plays. Gates shared with The Hollywood Reporter during the festival that the concept sprouted from her efforts to produce a documentary. I was trying to embed myself with the Department of Defense, which some folks now jokingly call the Department of War. But the filming style I envisioned just wasn't feasible, she explained. So I pivoted to creating something reminiscent of MASH, that classic TV show known for its anti-war humor set during the Vietnam era, blending medical satire with war's grim realities. For those unfamiliar, MASH used comedy to highlight the futility and chaos of conflict, and Gates aimed for a similar tone here. With a background in acting, modeling, and journalism, Gates believes the 9/11 generation, those who came of age amid the post-9/11 wars, hasn't gotten the on-screen scrutiny it deserves. Take Vietnam. Iconic filmmakers like Francis Ford Coppola and Stanley Kubrick delivered powerful anti-war messages, but for the Iraq War, there's a noticeable gap. Sure, we had talents like Catherine Bigelow and Clint Eastwood, but Bigelow, again, right? And many productions back then seemed overly cozy with the government, she noted. I felt compelled to address this glaring omission, to shed light on the era's overlooked narratives. Starring Alia Shawkat and Callum Turner, Atropia borrows its name from a fictional nation Gates discovered while researching US military training grounds. These sites often have names like Fort Irwin, complete with made-up town monikers, she said. The concept draws from the Greek term atropia, which means decay or wasting away, symbolizing the constant battle to prevent the military's strength from weakening. It's a bit of poetic flair from the armed forces, don't you think? Filmed in a brisk 19 days on a California studio lot, Gates found the process far more organized than her documentary work. Everyone thought 19 days was insane, but for me, it was exciting to have a structured timeline. On that Thursday, pulling up and seeing 40 vehicles parked there, I got a little emotional. I couldn't fathom that so many people showed up to bring this quirky idea to life, she recalled. Yet, her experience as an actress prepared her well for directing features, influencing her approach on set. I enjoy taking small roles in films because it's the ultimate way to observe a director's techniques, she added. For instance, I collaborated with David Lynch on a couple of episodes of the Twin Peaks revival. He's renowned for using a megaphone, even in a tiny room with just a handful of people. I learned it's not merely about volume. It's about aligning the entire team on the same emotional wavelength. That insight has stuck with me. The film's mix of cheeky, almost childish humor can feel out of place alongside its pointed critiques of US imperialism. But Gates insists it's intentional. Before filmmaking, I explored experimental theater and studied a form of French clowning called bouffon, where performers mock kings and their misdeeds to provoke laughter. Think of it as a playful rebellion, entertaining the powerful while exposing their flaws, she explained. This leads to what she calls Trojan horse storytelling, drawing people in with laughs, then letting the humor sour, so as you leave the theater, you're questioning what exactly amused you. It's a clever way to make satire hit harder, like how a joke about power can suddenly reveal its fragility. Gates steers clear of simplistic stereotypes or heavy-handed lectures, applying her witty critique broadly. I dislike films that preach lessons to me. Instead, I prefer ones that present ethical dilemmas, allowing viewers to draw their own conclusions, she stated. And this is the part most people miss. In today's world, where criticizing authority can lead to pushback, a satirical take on the US military carries real risks. This is fundamentally a story about the American empire and its weaknesses. I aim to illustrate how it's constructed with unsteady foundations, Gates remarked. We had a festival abroad invite the film, only to retract because they feared it might provoke upset. It hasn't been widely released in the US yet, which adds to the intrigue. Despite its Sundance win, Atropia has garnered mixed reviews. Some praise its originality. Others question its balance. But Gates remains unshaken. It might not fit the typical Sundance mold. No dreamy vibes or tear-jerking sentimentality, she said. I'd much rather create something divisive than universally adored. If everyone loved it, we'd have gotten the film wrong. Now, that's a stance that could ignite some heated discussions, right? Do you think satire is an effective tool for tackling serious issues like military imperialism, or does it risk trivializing them? Have you seen films that blend humor with critique, and did they change your perspective? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with Gates that provocative art is better than safe consensus? Or is there a counterpoint here, like how criticism of the military might be seen as unpatriotic, even in a democracy? Let's debate.